think the right one works better on that. Dude, there's a metronome going on mine.
Hello.
Can you hear yourself?
I can. It feels kind of weird.
I hope there's not too many, like, wires going on and that it looks weird.
That one guy. Can I ask you a few questions? Just wire soup.
Can I ask you a few questions?
Hey guys.
What's up, guys?
Welcome back
to Bean Juice.
Whoop, 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 whoop.
Welcome to Bean Juice.
Welcome to Bean Judas.
Can we start over?
We sure can, bestie.
No, it's okay. You go ahead and say it.
I will be starting the podcast while my co-host gets it together. She's on She's on Boob. She's on Bean Judas.
I'm on what?
Just a clip. Bean Judas. Judas. Like Lady Gaga.
What's going on? Why can't we just, like, talk? Like normal?
Perhaps because... Well, first of all, I'm kind of tripping because I have the piece in my ear so I can hear myself. So I'm kind of getting used to that.
Uh-huh.
So I think I'm, like, hyper-focusing on the way I'm sounding instead of just talking in general.
Yeah.
I don't know what you're going through. It's probably because it's late for you.
Well, no. This is something that's been going on for the past, like, week where I just literally can't talk. Like, I'll be in the middle of a sentence. Ever since we recorded the first episode, actually, I'll be in the middle of a sentence and I'll trip up on one word and I'll just stop because I just cannot continue.
A podcast curse.
Oh, no.
Oh, no. I think to start the podcast, I should tell a couple jokes.
That's a great idea. Do you have some?
Yeah, from my Laffy Taffy.
Okay. What flavor is your Laffy Taffy?
Banana.
Sick.
Superior Laffy Taffy.
That's
Actually, let me not gaslight everyone and myself. It is superior second to strawberry Laffy Taffy. So I guess not an S tier, it's an A tier.
Okay, but strawberry's the S tier?
Yes.
Okay.
And for you?
I don't know. I had a strawberry the other day. It was pretty good.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably S tier, yeah. And then green apple, and then grape, and then banana.
Bro, what about blue raspberry?
There's a blue raspberry Laffy Taffy?
Bro.
Are you gaslighting me right now?
No, bro. It's at 5 and below.
5 and below?
You know that candy's expired by 2 years, but am I still gonna eat it? Yeah.
Well, that's what it is. It's, like, discontinued. Blue raspberry Laffy Taffy.
It's just been sitting there for 5 years. I'm telling you, big dog, it for real exists.
Also, can we talk about how raspberry has a P in the middle of it?
Raspberry.
Raspberry. What was that? Laffy Taffy.
With sprinkles, what?
I typed in Laffy Laffy.
Laffy Laffy.
Oh my god.
See? I told you. Oh,
wait,
is
there's
that all the
so
flavors?
many. There's grape. There's cherry. You can buy them on Amazon.
Dude, what?
There's mystery swirl.
That feels like the mystery airhead. I swear
Yeah,
it's just the blue
just
raspberry.
the white one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But like it tastes just like the blue raspberry.
It definitely is.
And they're like, ooh, mystery.
Oh, they just took the blue food coloring out of it.
They're the OG gaslighters.
Oh my god. Okay, go ahead and tell your jokes.
Okay. Oh, I didn't realize this, but the jokes on Laffy Taffy are numbered by when they were created. So I have jokes number 125 and 126.
What?
We're learning Laffy Taffy. This is Laffy Taffy Facts with Bean Juice.
Welcome back to the Laffy Taffy podcast.
Joke number 125. What's a dryer's favorite exercise?
What's a dryer's favorite exercise?
Mm-hmm.
Probably uh-oh.
That's corny, bro.
It's like a somersault, but it's not a somersault. It's like a what is it?
Spinning.
What was the question again?
What is a dryer's favorite exercise?
Exercise.
Yeah.
Spinning?
Yeah.
Okay.
You think he's dizzy?
Probably.
But joke number 126.
You just gave yourself your own like drum roll or drum.
I just realized that is something that you could edit in, but I just did it for myself.
No, that was perfect.
I do what I can.
Thank you.
Joke number 126 is, what type of truck is never lonely? I'll give you a hint.
Okay.
If a Rizzler was a truck.
A dump truck.
A pickup truck.
Oh.
On the subject of trucks, for some reason that made me think of...
What was that?
I don't know.
Was there like an air bubble inside?
I've got like the specialty pop rock Laffy Taffy.
What were you gonna say?
It reminded me of, for all those Cars fans out there, that scene in the first movie when, when he's in court for, like, ruining the street and everything. And Tomato was like, shoot, I give up my left two lug nuts or something like that. When he found out that his community service was paving the road that he destroyed.
Oh, yeah.
And then he was like, hey, I know this might be too soon, but you owe me $32,000 in legal fees. Literally did nothing to help his case. Slay. Tomato slay.
Tomato slay.
Yeah, those were Laffy Taffy jokes with bean juice. I need to stop fiddling with it. It keeps popping.
I don't know why it's doing that.
She's feeling some type of way. I literally brought it over so I could eat it, and then I realized...
I mean, you can eat it, and we can just have a segment where we'll, like, listen to you for a couple minutes. Are you all ready
for Laffy Taffy ASMR?
Let's see if I have anything to talk about.
Yeah, why don't you talk about stuff while I bust open this Laffy Taffy?
Okay.
Wow.
Okay, so we can talk about how
No wonder it was crinkling so much. It's literally a little chub in there.
Wait, did you... Hello?
Like,
did you take a bite of it already?
No, it was just like that.
It's only like half a Laffy Taffy. Somebody bit that before they put it in the packaging.
And I'm gonna finish their job.
Okay. Sounds good. So, if you tuned into the last episode, you will probably remember our our adventures that we talked about before. Are you doing ASMR over there?
No.
I can't hear what's going on in your microphone. So.
Nothing.
Last week we talked about our adventures with my car not starting and with Carrie meeting me late because there was a car that crashed into a tree and there were tree bits all over the road.
That was definitely on purpose for insurance money.
Oh, yeah.
It was displayed very odd. Mm-hmm. And I just wish you could have been there.
I wish I could have been there.
I mean, I could try to take a picture, but I probably shouldn't do that when I'm driving.
Probably not. Yeah.
I could pull over.
You could have.
But it's a pretty dangerous road.
Yeah.
Because the logs are still there.
Yeah.
Like, they completely removed the tree. And in the process of removing the tree, you know, it left like this huge planted mess. And instead of cleaning it up along with the tree that was unfortunately destroyed, it just left all
Wait,
the
there's
bits there.
still just a bunch of logs there? Like on the
Yup.
side of the road?
Like, almost exactly as if the day it happened. Girl, it has rained. We had a severe wind advisory.
Yeah.
My theory is they glued them there. I'm not trying to instigate
Do you
anything.
Do you have like a reason like why they would do such a thing, or?
So the day that the accident happened, we did have inclement weather. My theory is, in order to prove their accident, if you know what I mean, they took a little bit of glue,
What kind of glue?
earth glue. No, they used the Gorilla glue.
I'm telling you.
Not
Something's
the
in the
Gorilla
air.
glue. Girls. No.
Gorilla glue.
Yes, they used Gorilla Glue, and I think because if they were very meticulous about the way they laid the logs, and I feel as though if nature were to interfere with the way the logs were laying, the insurance money could have changed. They had to stage it to where it looked like they hit the tree at a certain way.
Oh, and they couldn't like risk any of the logs moving.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
So my thing is, they were probably overt idiot criminals. Like, at the end of the day, sure, insurance money sounds nice. Sounds like an easy crime. But they probably overthought it.
Probably, yeah.
You
They
could just
were-
actually hit a tree.
I know, like super gluing thing.
I'm just kidding.
It's so easy.
Just hit the tree,
Just
dude.
hit the tree on purpose. I can't believe we're talking about this again and we're diving back into this whole
It's a
scheme.
conspiracy theory at this point. I have convinced myself that these people have created an elaborate scheme with these logs that have not moved in the 2 weeks with our various days of inclement weather.
Yeah, that's...
And it's not, like I told you, it wasn't like the most sizable tree.
So
So the logs that came off, like in width, were not any larger than my calf.
Okay. So they're the ones that are still like in the middle of the road?
Mm-hmm.
Shoot.
And I mean, there's cars going 50 mph, you know what I'm saying? Like, on this road.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, I have pieces of scrap metal on a highway. I've drove past them and they've moved a little.
Mm-hmm.
They've done a little...
Little scurry across the
little
road.
skirt. Yeah.
Little sk-
Little skirt. Anyways, you were saying?
Yes. So that's what we talked about last week, and also this week, apparently. But yes. So Carrie was running a little bit behind, and I called her, and I was like, "Are you okay? Because you said you were 5 minutes away, like 20 minutes ago, and I just want to make sure you're still alive." And she was like, "Yeah, someone hit a tree." And I was like, "Oh, okay. Gotcha." So, Today, we plan the meeting time. Meeting time approaches. I text her. I say, "Hey, I'm gonna be a little late. I'm working on setting up the mics." And she said, "Cool, me too." I said, "Awesome. We're on the same wavelength right now."
We both running late.
Yeah, it worked out. So, I leave, and I'm like a minute away from the rendezvous point. And so I text her. I say, "Hey, I'm like a minute away." And she said, "Cool, I'm like 3 minutes away." And I say, "Cool." And so I go, and I park, and I wait like 2 more minutes. And then I wait like 2 more minutes, and I'm like, maybe she just like hit a red light or two. It's
Maybe
like,
this
fine.
girl don't know how to math.
And then I wait like it's eventually like 12 to 15 minutes after you said you were 3 minutes away, and I was like, "Is she okay?" Hello. So I call her again, and I'm like,
Hey.
"Are you okay?"
What's the hold up, big dog?
And what happened today? What happened this time?
For some reason, whenever I am to meet Miss Aversley, I am hit with a series of unfortunate events. And on my way to said rendezvous point, I am on this road that is notorious for sucking really good. In terms of you being stopped at every red light. But I even took that into consideration when I was giving her an ETA. Okay, everything was smooth sailing, I was fine, and then all of a sudden, this car in front of me, we were at a red light, okay, it turned green, and homeboy sat there for a second, and I was like, oh, maybe they're just like not paying attention. So I give him a little honky do, and then his he turns his he turns his blinkers on, and very conveniently, like on this road, there's frequently like cops staked out near turns and everything. And so to give a little insight as to what the situation looked like, I was on the passing lane, and then there's the right lane, and then right next to us, since we were right at the light, there was a left turn lane. A cop was like pulling in next to us to turn left. He stopped right next to this car and was like, you okay? And I heard the guy shout something. Essentially, I'm assuming that his car would not move. So the cop does a little like half wannabe 3-point turn type thing, blocks us off. And of course, again, this is in the midst of like busy city, terrible road. So I sit like another 5 to 8 minutes behind this guy, waiting for the traffic on the right side of the road to let me in, which doesn't happen. So I have to wait till it's essentially completely empty. And then I'm finally free from the shackles of this blue Ferrari. It probably was not a Ferrari. I'm not familiar in rich cars, but it was blue and it looked like it was built like a horse.
It was a Ferrari.
It was Ferrari.
Just be confident in yourself.
It was a blue Ferrari.
Yeah.
I'm telling you guys. And after I'm free from the shackles of the Ferrari conundrum, I'm headed straight to the rendezvous point, and I get stopped at every single light. And it's not like like the moment you hit your brakes, like it turns green again. No. We get to every frickin' light, and I sit at each one for a minimum of like 2 minutes. Like, it lets traffic from every which way but mine go. And then I get to go. Like, there was even a light where we were at a 4-way stop, and there was one person in the oncoming traffic across from me in their left turn lane. It was one car. It let them go instead of the copious amount of people that were waiting to go straight.
Do you know that one intersection where it's like the main road and then there's another road that like goes into like a shopping center with like the Walmart and all the big stuff over there, but then on the other side of that it's like someone's driveway basically. I always get stopped at that light for
An unholy amount of time.
for so long for the green light for that driveway that no one is ever coming out of.
That's the one that's like, it's either 1 or 2 stops before the
Yeah.
next, you know which one I'm talking about.
It's the one right before.
Well, the one that's right before is the one whenever I'm on my way to work at the wonderful, sweet, ripe time of 4 a.m. I get stopped. And of course, I'm the only person out. Like, I'm pretty sure the only thing on the road with me is maybe a tumbleweed.
Oh, yeah.
And I will get stopped at this light for like 5 to 10 minutes.
Oh my god.
I'm not, because I like blare my music to like help me like stay alert
Yeah.
while I'm driving. I know that like that's not typically the case, especially when it's like busy, and I don't do it when it's busy, but at 4 a.m. when nobody's around, like
Yeah.
I'd be blaring the tunage. And I have literally sat at that light, like the longest time I've sat there was for like almost 4 whole songs, and like the shortest song was like 3 minutes and some odd seconds.
I can't believe you actually just like sat through the whole thing and didn't just go.
I'm scared of the cops. I'm scared. Like, I will literally look all around me. Not a soul is to be found. Not a cop in sight. And I'm like, they gonna get me. They gonna get me.
Yeah, a cop is... There's cops sitting there controlling the lights.
They're like,
we're gonna see how long she'll sit here before she runs the red light.
I'm gonna fuck with this one.
Yeah.
You know what? I'm feeling like a menace today.
On this fine Tuesday 4 a.m. morning.
I was like,
Bro, that's what I would do if I was just like out monitoring by myself.
You know what I sometimes wonder?
What?
Like, how many times like cops have just like turned on their lights and like their sirens just to like blast their traffic, so they don't have to sit there.
True.
Because traffic part like the red. See the moment those sirens come on.
There's gotta be like rules against that where they can't just do that.
Well, probably, but I mean, like, who's gonna stop them?
The cops? They are the cops.
Exactly.
Wow. Crazy.
I didn't mean to cut you off, by the way.
When?
I don't know. I feel like this whole like past few minutes, I just kind of like
No. I passed it off to you to tell the blue Ferrari story.
Man, screw that blue Ferrari. Hate that blue Ferrari.
Yeah. So.
Hope he's doing okay now, though. Peace and love.
Probably not, because his Ferrari is not working.
His Ferrari isn't working.
Dude, imagine paying that much money for a car and then just have it stop at an intersection.
It's secretly a Ford. It's secretly a Ford Focus dressed as a Ferrari. It was Comic-Con this past weekend. Maybe he was still in disguise.
It was in his cosplay.
Yeah.
That's very funny.
No.
I feel like we're very Low energy right now for some reason.
Low energy?
Very, like, compared to last week, we're just kind of chilling more.
Yeah. I'd
It's
say that's probably true.
It's currently, if anyone's curious, 2:47.
Is it really?
It is. In the morning.
I have no really, like, concept. Like, it could be, like, 8 or midnight or 4 a.m. I'll be like, okay.
Okay.
I can feel the sleepies radiating off of you.
Yeah.
She's trying to revert back to her night owl era.
Yeah. I used to be a big night owl, and then I started working in the mornings, and then I started being lame and going to bed at like 8. So I'm just reverting to not sleeping anymore. That feels like disrespectful to you to just be like, I'm just gonna choose not to sleep just for fun.
Oh, I mean, I don't care.
Yeah.
The
Also,
more
I
people who are
can't.
awake when I'm awake is kind of like a good thing for me.
Okay.
I'm kind of like, I can finally be like, hey.
Maybe I can do some kind of like nocturnal thing.
When I post like reels of me reading at 3 a.m., finally someone will be up to respond. Because people will respond at like 10 a.m. be like, bro, what the fuck are you doing awake? Bro, what? Be like, what? You don't just chill reading a book at 3 a.m.?
Just chilling, man.
Just reading my romance novel, bro. Just read my fan fiction, big dog. You know what?
You know what?
Speaking of fan fiction.
Uh-oh.
Have you ever wrote fan fiction?
I have not.
Don't be shy.
No, I haven't.
Yeah, me either. Who would have?
I do know that someone in this room has, though. And it's not me. So, I mean...
Casper? Casper, you wrote fan fiction? Oh, that's crazy. Yeah, it was me.
It's my...
It was me. I can't confirm. I have wrote a plethora of fan fiction. Should I admit what my longest fan fiction was?
Yes, I want to know. Your longest one?
Mm-hmm.
You're gonna admit what it was or how long it was?
Oh, I will not be confessing what it was. I'll be confessing how long it was.
Okay, how long was it?
Well, you have to guess first, you silly goose.
I literally have no idea.
Are you not well versed in
Like,
the fan fiction?
Was it like a novel or was it like...
Oh, girl, like, yes, I was writing novels.
Oh.
You can call me Miss Author.
Are you wanting me to guess in pages?
Yes.
Like 100 pages?
Oh, girl, that is child's play.
Oh my god!
Girl, that is, you think 100 per girl?
I didn't know you were a
That's
whole
like
ass
a little
author over here.
Oh, girl. 100 pages might as well be like a little novella, just a series of vignettes.
Oh my god.
I had a story to tell, Miss Girl.
And you're not gonna tell me what it was about?
I'll give you a little bit of backstory.
Okay.
The fan fiction was 752 pages per.
Bruh, that's longer than like...
I was out here writing War and
every
Peace
other book
type
ever. That's the
fan
longest
fiction.
book ever, I think. That's like longer than Order of the Phoenix, I'm pretty sure.
Yes.
No one fact check me on that because I'm probably wrong.
They're like, actually, it's 812 pages.
Actually. Yeah, I can't remember if it's like 500 or if it's like 800, but either way, that's really long.
I could have like easily broke it up into like either like almost 3 200-esque page books or like 2 300 something page books.
Either way, you still wrote the same amount.
Yeah. It was just one book.
It's insane. It's crazy.
It was my first time, like, actually trying to write, quote unquote, fan fiction.
Mm-hmm.
Like, I had partaken in writing, like, the silly, goofy little imagines, or writing, like, fan fiction where, like, the person who you're in love with, that you're writing the fan fiction for, like, falls in love with you in, like, 2 pages.
Oh, yeah.
Like and he saw me in my long brown chestnut acorn shaded curly-esque wavy beachy hair, and it glimmered in the sunlight, and I slayed, and he looked in my golden sunlit eyes, and he fell in love because they had a sparkle in them. You know what I'm saying?
Are those your original words?
I'm no joke. Like, I think, like, one of the ones that I wrote that was like, oh, he fell in love with me in page 2 was like, literally the first page was me describing my character. And it took like 6 pages, and that was like all of chapter 1 was me just being like, this is my mom, this is my dad, and this is me, and me is Slay.
This is my life, and it's kind of crazy.
It's kind of crazy. And then, of course, by chapter 2, I was in the airport because we were going on family vacation because it was summertime.
Classic.
And then I just run into this guy, and he sees me in my long chestnut colored hair that was styled in beach waves, perfect for the summer vacation.
Chestnut colored hair.
Chestnut colored hair.
Brown.
Me trying to be like as unique as possible. Anyway, so I had wrote a plethora of those silly goofy ones when you're like 12, 13, 14. But it was either, I can't remember if it was somewhere near like the beginning of my junior year of high school, or like somewhere near the end. So I was around 16, 17 years old.
Mm-hmm.
I was taking a lot of AP English classes where I had to write a wide variety of papers, and I thought in order to get the creative juices flowing, I would get back into writing my good old fanfic. But for some reason, I was actually inspired, and it just kind of like took a turn, and I ended up writing like a whole ass novel.
Oh my god.
It was a Your Name, obviously, because what else would it be?
700. How many? 780 pages?
752. Can you imagine you're like at the altar getting married, and it's like, and your name.
Your name. That's so funny.
So, it was a Your Name. Should I say who it was about?
Yes, absolutely.
Harry Styles.
I knew it. I was gonna guess.
It was about the good old Harry Styles, like most of my fan fictions were. Anyways, so yeah, and it was kind of like, I was writing this in the midst of like a bit of time. Like, it was in the thick of the girls that get it, and the girls that don't. It was in the midst of Anna Todd's After era. So, like, she doesn't get it. It's okay. It was, like, a little rated R, okay? Me, like, knowing absolutely nothing about literally what I was writing about.
Wait,
like,
how old were you?
Like 17-ish.
Okay.
Me writing like the most foul, dirty, like raw dog type of situations. And no, we were not actually raw dogging it. There was condoms. 17-year-old me also did not want baby. I was writing all these scenarios and it was like, damn, how active is my imagination? Because, like, I hadn't even had my first kiss, big dog.
Oh my god.
And I'm over here like, bro, he fell in love with me first sight. No, that was my childhood fan fiction. But, like, it was like slow burn, like, passion.
That's crazy. You were just, like, living vicariously.
And who the hell let me? I had no idea what I was talking about. And that's, like, that's one of the main reasons why I ended up privating it, was because it was like, I didn't want to, having matured, I didn't want to set unrealistic and toxic expectations surrounding, like, sex. And I didn't want to advocate a toxic sex life, because it definitely was, because I had no idea as to what a healthy sex life even looked like, considering I had never partaken in one. I didn't have one myself. But I think like the max amount of readers it had was like 17,000. And then I privated it. And I remember, because I finished writing it for myself. Like, I went through and edited it like a while later. After I privated it. And I remember, like, I think I put it on private like a little after halfway through the story. And I had like got so many comments. Like, they had found my little works that I made when I was like 12, and they were like, bro, where the heck have you been? Where is the freaking update? Like, getting harassed into like sending them. They were like, we want more. I had these little horny gremlins typing on the computer being like, where's the rest of the book?
Ravenous fans. That's crazy.
What can I say? I was like, guys, it was toxic. Like,
oh, but they ate that up.
Oh, the way I had an ego, and then Miss Me, I was like, ooh, the hoes gonna love this. They did.
Oh yeah,
and that made me feel bad because it was not something that they should have enjoyed.
So you go back and like read, you look over your old ones that you've written, or was this like a?
So you know how some people have like healthy ways of like remembering life through like collecting things or making photo albums. Sometimes when I'm down in the dumps, whoa,
it's never done that before.
What you doing, silly goose?
So pretty good. Sorry.
Sometimes when I'm down in the dumps, yeah, I'll go through and reread some of my past work. Because I still avidly write, and I do enjoy writing. But there's just something about little old me at 12 years old, writing your name fan fictions, using the most redundant descriptions of myself. But that's the thing, like, I had some your name ones, and then I had ones where it was like, I guess I was feeling shy. Because, like, I would not use my name. But, like, I wouldn't exactly use, like, a good code. Like, I'd name myself fucking, like Cassandra or something. Cassandra with the long, brown, wavy hair. Shaded like chestnuts.
Long brown chestnut beach wave.
Eating walnuts from a bowl.
Chestnut hair. Almond eyes. Eating walnuts.
Her Hershey's Kiss colored freckles that were littered across her cheeks. Girl, shut the fuck up.
You have such a way with words.
Thank you
That's crazy. I knew you wrote fan fiction. I didn't know to the extent, though. That's crazy. I didn't know I was friends with a famous author. Oh my god.
Oh, what can I say? Bestie. No one will ever find those works.
You're never gonna let me read them? We could read some on the pod. Oh, she liked that idea.
Oh, not the explicit one. I'll let you read the little goofy ones.
No, we're gonna do a whole audiobook of the 752 page one. Actually. You be you, I'll be Harry. I hope there's no other characters in it.
Everyone else is insignificant. We can delete them.
Okay. Yeah.
That might remove like 100 pages, but that's fine.
Okay. Only 100?
Yeah, there was a lot going on just between like the two of us.
Oh my god!
Yes, the two of us. Yeah.
Wow.
You're gonna read it and be like, yeah, I can see why you privated that, big dog.
Yeah, that was probably the move.
Yeah.
Yeah.
At least I was aware.
Aware of what? Like
what needed to be done.
Oh, okay, yeah.
You know, like people who are like ignorant to their own harm.
Yeah.
That's not me.
No.
I'm aware.
Oh yeah.
I do what needs to be done in the moment.
But you did still write it.
Was it selfish and self-fulfilling? Yes. I'm not going to deny that.
Yeah, that's totally okay. You can write stuff for you, even if it's
And write stuff for me, I did.
Oh my god.
Me with the fattest ego at 17 years old. Can't nobody do it like me. No, everyone can do it like you.
She the best of the best.
And probably 95% of those people are doing it better than you. Because they're actual authors. Child, chill.
What's your favorite one that you've ever written? What was it about? Uh-oh. Is it another hairy one? Maybe.
Yeah. But
Classic.
here's the kicker, girly.
Mm-hmm. I'm so nervous right now. What?
It was like a little like universe crossover because it was a love triangle with Ashton Irwin from 5 Seconds of Summer and Harry Styles.
It was a multiverse episode.
Mm-hmm. And they were both obviously madly in love with Lil Ol' Me.
Oh yeah.
At 14 years old.
14 years old. That's awesome. How long was that one?
I think I only got like 14 chapters.
Only 14 chapters. I think the longest anything I've ever written was this assignment I had to do for French class one time. And it was like... It was definitely less than like 30 pages. And I thought that my life was ending having to write that much.
Still writing in a different language is like...
No. I wrote in English.
Me absolutely ready to gas you up, and you were like, no.
No, don't even try. Gary, let me stop you right there. It wasn't English.
Then
and
what was the point if it was for your French class?
Well, it was like a report. We had to do this little, like, it was weird. We had to go and do an internship.
Okay.
Just somewhere, and then we had to write a report on it. And so I did the internship, and I wrote my report on it in English, because the purpose of it wasn't to, like, learn French better. It was to, like, learn the experience of the internship. And then my English teacher graded it, because she was British and spoke English. So
Slay.
it really worked out for me, but yeah, I don't like writing.
I love it, and I think the fact that, like, I've been writing since I was so young kind of helps, like, whenever I'm given, like, longer assignments in school.
Mm-hmm.
I don't mean to brag, but I can write a 10-page paper in, like, an hour.
Okay.
APA 7 cited.
I cannot.
Researched.
I cannot relate to you right now.
Words wrote.
I still have, like,
PTSD from your 30-page paper.
it's so bad. My English class that I took, I had to do, what was it? I had to write an analysis, and it was, I don't even remember how many pages it was. It was maybe like 4 pages, and I again thought my life was ending. I was like, I hate nothing more in the world than this right now.
You write your professor an email, and you're, like, on the verge of tears.
I
like,
simply cannot.
But teacher, I don't think you understand.
I literally...
I'm finna glitch.
I started school just so I can draw some pictures. I'm not trying to write
wanna
these
do
essays.
The art, big dog. Well, I gotta write about the art.
Yeah, no, it wasn't even art. It was like English 101. It was so lame.
Jeez. That seems a bit unnecessary.
Yeah, it was. Anyway.
How long have we been going, boss?
Oh. My camera stopped. I think it's been about 45 minutes.
Slay.
BRB.
TTYL. XOX.
Are you singing that?
Beep 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 my BFF, cause I
Oh
okay
my
what's coming
God.
next and get an LMHO with the rest. So TTYLXOX. Show up in the same dress.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I know that song.
We haven't addressed our shirts.
Oh yes. This whole thing.
We're wearing matching wolf shirts right now. We also have been watching Twilight.
Oh yes, we have.
We're finished with the first one and like halfway through with the second one.
Jorts. Bella.
Bella. Where the hell have you been, Loca?
Loca. This is the skin of a killer, Bella. Hang on tight, spider monkey. I'm sorry, keep going.
She's just on like autopilot right now.
I am on autopilot.
I said Twilight and she just...
Meow. Until I get around with it.
Yeah. Are you Team Jacob or Team Edward?
I'm Team Bella needs to get her shit together.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
But like, honestly, neither of them are my type of man.
Okay, that's what I've been saying.
Like, and like, it's fun to make jokes about how like cringy the movie is and everything, and it's fun to watch. But like, at the end of the day, like, both of them are hella toxic. Gaslight and manipulate her. And she just like goes into a depressive slump whenever a man's not in her life. Besides, like, girl, you literally have Charlie, your father. He's such a wholesome little bear, and you're just like, Mr. Sparkle in the Sunlight has left me, and so has my reason to live. And then she tries to fill the void with Mr. Wolfie, and it's just all around toxic. But I really like the trope that comes off like she smells bad. Because for some reason, Edward's "I'm obsessed with you" face also looks like "ew, you're stinky, go fucking shower" face. Acting cringy. Teams stupid. Bella loca. Bella seek professional help. Charlie, if she does not want to do so, please force her into an institute. Slay.
Oh my god.
Charlie slays.
Slay.
Just kidding. Don't force her into an institute. But, like, also, we need to provide her with some better resources than emotional codependence.
Yeah.
Because homegirl was, like, crying in the forest, knocked unconscious because of how big. Oh. Let me reboot myself real quick. How hard her hurt? Oh my god. How hard her heart hurt. There we go.
How hard her heart hurt.
Girl, did you not see her when she was waking up, when she was having those nightmares? She was like,
I know what you're talking about.
like gripping her chest. She was gorilla gripping her upper boob.
I know, I saw it. I know what you're talking about.
Oh, my bad, girl.
Yes, I agree with you. I don't know why it's such a big thing, Team Jedward.
Team Jedward.
I think we need to end the episode. I think.
Well, yeah, but you didn't answer your own question.
I know, but I...
Team Jedward, got it.
I'm a little discouraged now. I don't want to talk anymore.
She's feeling shy. That's okay. I can sign off for you.
Okay. I was gonna say I don't know why it's like an argument, because like neither one, they're both just kind of crazy.
I think that very eloquently summed up my little mini rant earlier.
Yeah.
Both boys loca.
Yep.
Bella deserve better.
But also she's kind of doing it to herself, not to victim blame.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She developed a very early codependency. And with that being said, you have been listening to Bean Juice. Thank you for tuning in.
Hello, Loca. Where the hell have you been, Loca? Thanks for watching this episode, guys. Thanks for listening.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks for tuning in.
We appreciate it. Whoop, 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 whoop.
With that being said, I don't know if we should say this at the end of all of them. Probably. If you're listening, we got a YouTube channel. It's called Bean Juice. You can go watch our faces while we talk. And vice versa. If you're on YouTube, you can listen on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, probably, other places as well.
If you're an audio person, just slip us in, on the Spotify while you're driving. If you are a visual person, like Avery said, we have a YouTube.
Not while you're driving, though. Don't.
No.
We don't. Yeah, we don't.
We do not endorse, recognize,
not
or
endorse.
support.
Condone? Condone. I always get condone and condemn mixed up. We do condemn it.
I do not condemn driving while watching.
Hold on.
Just kidding. I do not condone.
Hello?
Watching while driving.
Me neither.
With that being said, if you're sitting at home chillaxing, grab a snack and watch us on YouTube. Woo, woo, woo. Woo, woo. This has been Bean Juice.
Episode 2.
Woo!
Bye.
Bye.